back. No pain, no gain, right? And I'm enjoying the pain today. This weather is crappy. It's freezing cold. It's on the verge of snowing, but this weight is not going to lose itself, is it? So as much as I dislike riding down the post office when it's raining and cold, kind of need to crack on, don't I? So anyway, I'm going to be having to do these kind of things. I'll be hoping that going forward my videos will not start with a post office trip, because it's a bit dull, but it is what it is today. Got a parcel coming later and the weather is pony, so I'll just be cracking on at work today. But for now, cold everything. Let's get to that post office. Now my knees in particular are particularly frozen. Don't know why. Got my trousers on, they're not waterproof, but they're kind of water repellent. But the water is getting through on this occasion anyway. But you know what they say, the worst bit is the first bit. So get all this crappy weather out of the way, enjoy a little bit of uncomfortableness, and soon it will be spring and it gets much better, trust me. So don't give up, keep going, just grin and bear it. There's a lot of people in the same boat. Well, right at the bottom of Post Office Hill, I had to stop because the car decided to reverse into a parking space and it's not wide enough for me to go past there. So unfortunately I had to have a standing start from the bottom, which was not pleasant. And actually it's really done my legs in, but my leg muscle will improve with time, particularly on this single speed. But just have a little rest this afternoon, I think. It's still nasty. As much as I moan about the poxy weather at the moment, this is actually the best time of year to start your exercising. For all of those fair weather riders, by the time it gets to spring, anyone who starts now has got a head start and you'll be beating them up those hills. And if that's your thing, get in your KOMs. I'm not fit enough for that sort of stuff, but get on your bike today. Might as well try and keep one of them clean, and this will be easier, I think. Oh, that nasty brake pad residue going up. Right, that will do. Right, that's that little ride done and dusted, and I've got a couple of pro tips for you if you are embarking on a similar journey to what I'm doing this year. So first things first, if you're on your bicycle, you don't want to be cold, so do anything that you can to take that out of the equation. Now, I don't really mind being cold. I don't like having cold hands, so I've got some nice warm gloves. My feet, if they get wet, they get freezing cold, so I have got some waterproof socks, though they're not very comfortable. You know, it is good to have that kind of kit, so invest in that kind of stuff early on. But the best bit of kit that I've got is one of these. It is a neckerchief, a buff, a neck warmer, whatever you want. It's very thin material, but I have to say, for the couple of quid that this cost, I think this came from Planet X a few years ago, is excellent. You put it on over your head and it covers the top of your head over your ears and just leaves your face exposed. You're going to get a cold face because you need to be able to see where you're going, but I hate getting cold ears, and this bad boy, the battery died in my camera there for some reason, even though it had half of its battery life left. Anyway, so this bad boy is just the ticket. Do invest in a couple of quid. Like I say, I think this came from planetx.co.uk over here in the UK, but a brilliant investment. And I think that is it. So all I've got left to cover is to let you know how far we got on today. 6.79 miles. I went back and forth a couple of little times to get a little video shot there at the beginning, but normally it's about 3.5 miles, so I'm pleased about that today, and I'm really chuffed that I managed to get out in this crappy old weather because I've had a great start to the week. Weekend tomorrow. having a few GoPro issues here. The battery keeps cutting out for some reason. Anyway, so what was I saying? Yeah, it's the weekend. I shall be taking my Bronson home with me, and we're hoping to get to Lanhydrock over the weekend, which is near Bodmin in Cornwall. It's a National Trust property, but it's got a bunch of bike trails as well. I'll put a little link to a video up here somewhere. I did a little review last year of that one, but my wife has just currently recently got involved with mountain biking, so she's keen to try out some trail centres, so hopefully that'll be a good one for my wife and my little lad Sam. Anyway, thanks for sticking by, and I'll see you over the next couple of days for some biking, hopefully off-road. How could I forget? Welcome to my new subscribers. I always seem to pick up a bunch over Christmas and the New Year, so if you're one of those, thank you very much for subscribing, and if you haven't already subscribed, just press the button. Good morning, it is Sunday morning, and just for the benefit of my new subscribers, and welcome if you're one of those, thanks for joining. And this is Sunday morning. Typically I don't get a chance to ride my bicycle at the weekend, you know, just because I've got a lot of spare time if I want to during the week. I sort of make time for family stuff at the weekend. But at the tail end of last year, Mrs. Bob on a bike and my little lad Sam decided that they wanted to get started on bikes, so and I'm all for that, because it means that I'm actually out on my bike at the weekend, as we do every weekend. So we're actually on what's called the Tarka Trail this morning, which goes between a place called Meath in Devon and Braunton, which is also in Devon, North Devon, near Woolacombe and Barnstaple. And you've got this nice railway line, disused railway line that goes all the way there. It's really long, but it's a bit boring. However, we're just trying to build up a bit of stamina before the good weather kicks in, and we're going to hit the more trail centres. We're regulars at Howden. We're also going to try Lanhydrock, Cardinham Woods, Old Hill Bike Park, all that sort of stuff. But Sam's new to bike riding. He had a bad crash when he was younger, which really put him off bikes, but he's bang on it now, and he's come on a long way in the last couple of 3 months. Morning. So just to like a few stamina rides while the weather's not so good, and then we'll start getting on some proper trail centres, some proper bike riding. But for now, we're probably going to get about 10 miles in. What do you reckon, Sam?
Maybe 11.
Maybe 11? Right, go on then, send it up this hill. Right, let's get on with it, shall we? So my wife Vicky has sent me off on a solo mission. I normally hang back with Sam on these rides because he's not as quick as us. And I'd like to give him the moral support so he doesn't feel he's getting left behind all the time, so I generally ride at his speed. My wife is also new to biking, so she goes off at her own speed and we sort of catch her up eventually. But for now, she sent me off on my own forwards, probably because they want to talk about my birthday presents. It's my birthday Tuesday. So there will be a bit of cake this week, I think. Anyway, I'm going to make the most of this, not dawdling along, and get a bit of cardiovascular in. Let's go. Got to burn them calories. Another well-behaved dog that's doing what his owner has told it to do. Good one. Anyway, gradually slogging up this hill. We have come along here a few weeks ago. In fact, we've been along here a few times and managed 10-11 miles each time. But Sam's only got little legs, and his bike's only got little wheels, so he gets tired. But he is getting better, and we did actually probably 6 weeks ago I took him to Howden Forest to do the green and blue run, and after the first easier blue run he then decided he wanted to try the harder one, which he did actually bite off more than he could chew, and he was literally hanging at the end of it, but he did do it all, so credit to him. But he wants to build his stamina up a bit before he tries that again. So that's what we're making the use of these cycle paths for. They're incredibly boring, but it could be worse scenery, I guess. It's not that bad, actually. Yeah, boy. So I did actually set out last year to learn how to do a proper manual, and I did make some pretty good progress, but I sort of found myself levitating towards trying to learn how to do wheelies a bit better, and it did actually work. And I sort of overnight developed a technique that started working after 20 odd years. So I'm now actually not bad at wheeling. I have set myself a target to wheelie across the viaduct at Oakhampton this year. I got about 70% across it last year in one go, but it just wasn't to be that time, so we'll keep trying. So keep out an eye out for more wheelies. Here they come. Keep going. This dog does not want to take its eye off the ball. Morning.
Good morning.
Thank you. We've only met good dogs this morning. When I say we were riding on the old railway line, you would imagine it would be flat, but there are some long, hard slogs on these old railway lines, of which this is one of them, and the worst, but it will take us to the highest point on the Target Trail, I believe. From where we'll probably turn around and then freewheel all the way back down. That would be the most fun part, I think, but right now I'm burning calories, which is wicked. Oh. So we made it to the top of the hill, now going back over the other side for some reason. Mrs. Blob on a bike is waiting over there by some sort of monument, so we're going to go and see what's what. Have a little drink, I think. Oh, well done, mate. What was it, a twig?
Yeah, it got stuck in the wheel.
Oh, that's no good.
Got tied down.
Right, let's go and see what Mummy's up to, and then we'll probably head back. But we'll first see how far we've done. Need to get 10 miles, really. If you're trying to get your little one involved and they're a bit reluctant, it's all about the incentives. What's today's incentive? A real strawberry yo-yo thingy. Is that nice? Is it worth going up the big hill? There you go, thumbs up, we're all round. Well, my bike was nice and clean when we started, but not so much, so it'll stay like that for the rest of the year now. Okay, we're at the summit now, 3.93 miles. We just passed the summit actually, so I don't think we're going to go as far as we were hoping to today, but there's a lot of tired legs kicking up around here, including mine. Let's get back. Weirdo. Mrs. Blob on a bike has whizzed off again. I said to her, if we stop at the top, we can have like a little rolling race down to the cafe at the bottom. But she's very disobedient, so she's probably just gone ahead anyway. It's probably there by now. What do you reckon? Has she waited, or is she going to go straight there?
Probably just wanted to just go down and doesn't want to wait for us.
Yeah, waiting, not a strong point. Oh my gosh, there she is. Right, let's go. Take that back, I won't put that bit in. Right, the race is on. I'm hanging at the back. Sam's trying to get a bit aero, I think. Is that for aerodynamics? But I did start off slower, but I've overtaken Sam. We'll attribute that to the bigger wheels. But Mrs. Blob on a bike is also on 27.5 wheels, so might get beaten here. I need to get more aero, but it's not easy with this fat stomach. Yeah, gonna fast forward this bit. Right, this is really dull, so we'll scrap that. Sam's getting left well behind with his little wheels. Mrs. Blob on a bike is making great progress. She's definitely going to win this one. So that is the end of it. Mrs. Blob on a bike wins. There they are. And we're back at the car. So I shall let you know in just a few moments how far we've done, but I reckon just over 7 miles. Okay, that is today's little ride done and dusted, and we've managed 7.79 miles, which isn't too bad, and a nice little bit of exercise. It's actually harder than you think riding up those long sort of drawn out hills, but a good bit of exercise, and get us in fine stead for some trail centres a bit later on in the year. And for now, coffee. See ya. Welcome to Tuesday. It is actually not horrible today. Still cold. Okay, yeah, so Tuesday today. You won't have seen much of me yesterday, and you never really will on a Monday, purely because it's my busiest day at work. And even if I've got time, I've just got too much stuff to carry down the post office, so that has to go down by car, unfortunately. But today is Tuesday. Now, I normally try and get out on my bicycle in the morning. I do what's essential to get down the post office that day, and then get out as soon as I can. Normally before my lunch actually, but today I happen to have a job on which I needed to get printed today, so I could get it out tomorrow, and that is now done, and I find myself with a few moments just to quickly nip down the post office and get that out of the way, A little disclaimer, it is actually my birthday today, so I have reached 42 years of age. I know I look like I'm 30. Anyway, so 42 today. So the reason I'm really making an effort to get out on the bike today is really because there's going to be a nice dinner cooked by my lovely wife, and also there's a birthday cake, isn't there, obviously. But I know you're probably thinking, well, why didn't you just start all this after your birthday? Well, I wanted to get a week under my belt, and I've already made progress this week, so I figured it's best to have a bit of progress than have a bit of a bad dinner and all that kind of thing, and then crack on. But unfortunately, it's very annoying that my birthday's very close to Christmas, but with a little gap in between. So I would have liked to have started this at the beginning of January, but there's no point really. Anyway, I'll shut up chatting. It's a lovely day here in Bude today. When I say lovely, I mean not absolutely tipping it down. And it's not windy. So I'm going to quickly get down the post office. I would like to hear your thoughts. What do you prefer me doing, mountain biking or the sort of single speed rides down the post office? Which do you prefer? Let me know in the comments, please. But in an effort not to make it totally boring for people that would rather watch mountain biking, I'll set myself a little challenge tomorrow because the sun's out and I probably won't need gloves. So and I can't do what I want to do with gloves on. Let's get down there. I'll shut up. So I just caught a glimpse of some horses up ahead, so I'm going to get a quick picture because my wife likes horses. She's a horsey lady. That'll do. So if you eager mountain bikers, I have got a bit of mountain biking news. Here in Bude, we've got a mountain bike club called Department 26 or Dept 26, depending what you want to say. And they rent some woods off of the council actually, and there's some pretty decent trails in there, which I experienced once on a club ride one evening with them. And I meant to join up, but then COVID came along a couple of years ago and I never got around to it really. But I am going to this year, so I'm just about to drop in my membership form so I can go and shred the gnar. Whoa. Doesn't half make a difference when the weather's not crappy, and today I'll definitely take this. It's still Baltic, but I'm not getting blown off my bicycle and I haven't got wet underpants. The weather might be nice, but it doesn't make it any easier. Still out of breath at the top of the hill. Right, let's get back and get home. Nothing coming behind. Okay, that is that done and dusted, and a pretty standard 6.5-ish miles today, which is pretty good. I didn't think I'd get out, to be honest, with you, because I've just been really busy today, but I've got it all done. And excellent news, bicycle ride as well, so nice birthday present for me there. 6.52 miles is excellent. Like I say, slap up dinner tonight and a bit of birthday cake, so I'm keen to get that out of the way, as delicious as that will be, so I can just crack on without any obstacles. I did ask for no sweets actually for my birthday. My wife got me a little box of Lindt chocolates, which is fair enough. That's a much tamer version of normal. But hopefully no one else has sent in there. I've still probably got some other stuff to open when I get home. But anyway, that is it. Thank you for joining me today. I will see you tomorrow for a little challenge. Well, it is Wednesday, the 12th of January, and I'm out on a t-shirt. So we will soon find out if Tough Nut or idiot. I'll let you know in a few minutes. Tough Nut, I reckon. It's not actually that cold. My ears actually are freezing, but my arms, they're alright. Right, post office today. As promised, got something a little bit more exciting for you. Hopefully, if I can pull it off, I'll tell you about that in a second. There's loads of walkers out today though, that might be an issue. Man, too much traffic so far. Got a little stretch here where I could have done it, but there's a guy walking towards me with a dog, and I don't want to cause an accident. This is on the wrong setting, isn't it? Anyway, I'm on my way to the post office actually. I know this is really boring, 3 days on the trot, but this is real life, and this is what I do in between shredding the trails. Okay, if I'm really quick, I might just be able to pull this off today. For Christmas, my lovely wife got me this little Rubik's puzzle, which is a nice little toy. It took me a couple of 3 days to work out how to actually solve this thing. So what I'm going to attempt to do today is solve this puzzle whilst riding along the canal path, no hands. So it might work, it might not, but let's have a go, shall we? Okay, just a little preface here. What I need to achieve is this green pattern on the top to be uniform and all on the top. On the bottom, it's just a muddle up. That's no pattern at all. That's just totally random. But I do need all of these side pieces to match up. So I'm going to go ahead and muddle that up right now. Okay, as you can see, this is all muddled up now. It's all totally random in there. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can do this. Okay, going to be very wary that I don't crash into anyone because I don't want to cause an accident. So I need to just figure out how to do this. Right, well, clearly that won't be happening today because I've lost the blooming piece off the end of it. It's not a very well made puzzle, it has to be said, but I will try and find that on the way back. But for now, I do need to deliver a parcel and my post, so let's get on with it, shall we? So I actually thought I'd have a little bit more time at work today to go and do a little explore somewhere, but unfortunately I've just been too busy to do that today, ironically, because I've been making a load of stickers for another YouTuber, my buddy Richard at Dicking About TV. I'll put a little link up here somewhere, so go and check out his channel. He's a funny bloke. Yeah, not today, but the weather's good tomorrow. See what I can do. Nice. So perhaps I should explain, I'm actually a printer by trade. I've got a little printing business and I actually make promo stickers for a living. So if you need any, I'll link to my Instagram, you can check it out. So I'm just coming into town, I've got a couple of bicyclists in front of me, hoping they'll go up the town and I can look really fit by overtaking them up the hill. Post office is done. Unfortunately, my geriatrics that I was following peeled off and went to the beach instead, so no race for me today, I'm afraid. I don't care, it's a lovely day. Right, let's go and find that bit of Rubik's Cube, shall we? Well, it came off around here somewhere, but I'm not holding much hope of finding that. But do yell if you see it. I reckon it'll be in this grass somewhere, never to be seen again. Bit annoying actually. It's not a very well made little puzzle, but it is good fun to do and learn how to do. But oh well, if you would like to see me do that challenge, then let me know in the comments and I'll buy another one. They're only a few quid, and do it again and glue the corners on this time, because that's about the third or fourth time that's happened. But it had to happen when I was riding my bike, of course. Anyway, it is what it is. Let's get back to my unit. Anyway, enough of this boring canal path malarkey. It has a function getting me down the post office nice and quick, but it is a bit boring, particularly if you're watching. So anyway, hopefully tomorrow, hoping to go to Tiscott Woods in Bude. It's a privately owned, it's actually owned by the council, but it's let out to a mountain bike club called Dept 26 here in Bude. I actually went on an evening ride, a group ride there once, and we passed through with the club, and it was good fun. I did crash twice actually trying to keep up with people, but they're better than me. Anyway, not been there since. I actually joined as a member yesterday, so all being well, I'll be up there tomorrow, check it out, perhaps do some stunts. For now, got to get through here. Welcome to the UK. Done and dusted for today, and actually Strava reckons that was 6.26 miles. which is bizarre because it's exactly the same as yesterday's ride, which was 6.6 or something. So nice one, Strava. Anyway, that is it for today. Hoping for a bit of off-roadness tomorrow, so time to shred the gnar, I think, and get covered in mud. Wicked. Anyway, hopefully see you tomorrow. Bye. Hey guys, it is Thursday morning and I find myself at a new location. I'll say new, it is somewhere where I rode once on a club ride with a local bicycle club, but I've not been up here since. And this place is called Tiscott Woods. It is privately let to the mountain bike club, so there's no access, as you just read on the sign. But I'm allowed in here because I'm now a paid up member as of 2 days ago. I did drop my membership form and my dues off, but not heard anything, so I assume I'm good to go, so I'm going anyway. So I don't know really what to expect. Last time I came here I went down one run and was trying to keep up with the fit boys, and unfortunately I did crash twice, so I spent most of the ride trying to stop my knee from bleeding, but hoping not for that today. I've got some knee pads on anyway. So I'd also like to get a few miles in. I want to get a bit fitter, obviously. I'd like to try a bit of a race this year perhaps. So I'm going to go and have a little wander around, or go and check out all the different trails and stuff, and once I've sussed it out, do a few stunts, I reckon. Yeah. Right, so I'm actually in the woods now, and worth pointing out for those that couldn't read the sign, this is actually private property, so I don't recommend that you come and ride it unless you're a member of the club or on one of their group rides. But whilst that's out of the way, I'm now in the woods and I've got a little slog up here to get to the top. I did actually manage to climb most of the way to the top, but as I mentioned previously, these Schwalbe Magic Mary tyres, absolutely pitiful in the mud. Lack of grip and my lack of fitness didn't help me get up here today, but definitely going back to high rollers I think next time. These are rubbish. Front one's not so bad, back bad. Right, top's up there, let's go and see what's what. So here we are, right in the top far corner of the woodlands here, and this is the top. That's your walk up. There's some sort of little track there. It looks quite smooth and nice actually, a couple of little rail berms at the top, and this one is the rooty one. It's not so bad wetness wise at the top here, so hopefully it doesn't get too bad near the bottom, but I don't know really where I'm going, if I'm honest with you. I have been here before, like I said, but I can't remember which trail I did. I think it was this one, but I'm going to start on this one anyway because it's on the far left and I can work my way across if I've got the stamina today. Anyway, got my chesty mount on. Been a while since I've used this, so hopefully the angle is okay. If it's not, let me know and I'll figure it out anyway, but I shall improve it for next time. But let's get on it. Drink first. Right, don't know if you can see that, it meanders all the way through here, so I'm going to get onto it. My chesty's on, let's see what we catch. Right, not aiming for speed today, I'm aiming to get down the bottom in one piece because I couldn't manage that last time, so let's see how we get on. Oh, slippy already. All this time working in Bude over the last 2 or 3 years, and this is a 10-minute drive from my unit. Why didn't I join earlier? There's some massive jumps here. I say massive, big for me anyway, but I'm still going to carry on to the top. I reckon this must be an official part of these trails. They've got the signage out from when they've done a race up here. Oh, good fun exploring today. Well, this is the top of this section of woods, and this is just like a start ramp, I guess, which shoots down there. Can't even remember where it went, but oh, there's loads to explore. It's like a massive gully down there. I'm going to enjoy this place. Gav and Kel, if you're watching, come and join me. Okay, time for a little disclaimer, I think. Some of you might be thinking, you keep talking about these jumps, but you don't seem to be doing any. There is a reason for that today. One, as previously mentioned, I would like to just explore a little bit and see what's what, because I've never done that here before, and this is my first opportunity to do so. Secondly, we are in the middle of a pandemic, so whilst I would like to do some of this stuff, I don't really want to land myself in A&E at this time. Current waiting times are about 18 hours, I think, in my nearest hospital, which is over an hour away. So not really looking forward to a stint in there today. And secondly, where it is a private woods, I'm unlikely if I get knocked out or anything. I know it's like, sounds ridiculous, but if I get knocked out or anything, it could be hours or even days possibly before someone else comes in here. So better safe than sorry. I'll come up here with other people, of course, and then it's a different matter, but today. I am just having a recce, and this looks all interesting stuff. GoPro probably won't show half of this, but gold mine. Right, I've exhausted all the little trails up here. I think there's bound to be loads dotted around, which I can't see because it's very overgrown up here. But I want to go and check out the rest of the tracks and the proper trails, so I'm going to go and do just that. This is to be revisited. There is some pretty gnarly stuff here. This is coming off of this jump section up here. There's like a drop off there. It's like a 2 or 3 foot drop down into this steep chute here. I did not know all of this was on my doorstep. I knew there was trails up here, but I didn't know it was this gnarly. I reckon the Burt Guzzlers would enjoy this. Whee! So I've managed to find the bit where I darted off onto that jumpy bit up there, and it's not far from where I just ended up actually. So I'm going to ride back down there. This is clearly the up part. I'm going to skirt around the bottom and around the edge, and hopefully find my way to the top. There is like a little picnic area in the middle with a toilet and stuff, I think. So go and see if I can find that as well for my picnic. Okay, actually I'll just come to this juncture here, and I do actually recognise I came out of one of these when I was holding my leg together and my knee when it was bleeding everywhere before. So I know that those two aren't the way up. That one is, because I walked up there to the little campy place. So let's go and check it out. Push up is pretty tame so far. My lungs aren't thinking that, but it is tame. It's just my lungs are not fit. Anyway, it would be great on an e-bike somewhere like this, as with most places. And if I'm being completely honest with you, I have kind of started saving up for an e-bike, not because I want to be lazy, because I just want to get more runs in. I don't always get loads of time to ride all day at the weekends and stuff, so I mainly ride during the week when I'm meant to be at work. So if I can get twice as many runs in half the time, I'm all game for that, and gain my fitness elsewhere through doing more runs. Anyway, I have started kind of saving, and my wife put me onto this saving technique. I don't know what it's called, but I call it skimming or something like that. Every day you basically look at your bank account and put a little bit out of that into another account, a savings account or whatever, and just to round it down to an even number. So for example, if you had like say £58, let's say for argument's sake, in your bank account, you take £8 out, put it in another account, do that every day, and it soon stacks up all these little bits you tot up, and you've still got the money there if you need it for something else, you know, something else important might come up. So you're not losing the money, just putting it away every day a little bit, and it soon mounts up. And I got a bit of dosh for my birthday as well, so that's going in there. And I reckon after that, this is its 8th year, my Bronson. As much as I love it, it's getting old now. The wheel has got a split in it, and one of these days it's just going to break on me, I reckon. But I think it's time to refresh it and get something a bit newer. But I also fancy a hardtail. When I sold my Diverge last year, my little gravel bike, I always said I'll sell that and get myself a little hardcore hardtail or whatnot, but that never happened. I put it towards sold my other 2 cars, my Mini and my Scenic, and put it towards a bit of a nicer car, and we got our Mercedes wagon. So yeah, can't really remember where I'm going with this. Where am I going with it? Oh yeah, so I never got my hardtail, and I do quite fancy one for the winter, because I don't like cleaning my bike, has to be said, even less so when it's a full suspension. Anyway, I'll shut up. This might be quite a long video today, so look at how much is left and go and put the kettle on. Bit muddy here. Just spotting wild new features all the time. This little drop off into this berm here, take you onto another race line down there. They do enduro races here once a year, I think, or cross country, whatever, I don't know. But anyway, perhaps I'll get involved with that this year. That is a sloppy mess at the moment, so I don't fancy that today. But I certainly will try that at some stage. Okay, found my little picnic area, and you've got like a space here for a log fire and somewhere to sit, and you've got ladies and gents toilets. So not really fancying it today, so I'll check those out another time. But got a little shelter here in case it rains, and a bin, yeah, a bin, and kind of got a trail map here, so I'm going to get a picture of that quick, because that will come in well handy. Sticky Finger, Bender, Spookies, the other one, down is the old up. Oh, there's a new one there, Revolution, someone's written on there. And Tiscott tops, which is a black, don't know where that is, but anyway, we shall figure it all out eventually. Little drink, get on with it, more trails. Right, actually, seeing as I'm here, I can't resist having a quick look at the toilets. I think they're natural toilets, so there's no flush or anything like that at all. But I need to get that out of the way first, don't hit me. They keep the log in front of the door, I guess, to stop the wind blowing it open. This could be disgusting, let's find out, shall we? Okay. Yeah, a bit disgusting. There's some bog roll. That is a first. I doubt many people are that brave to have a go on it, but if you needed a wee, decent enough. Good work. Right, let's put this log back. Let's go and do some riding. Keep finding really interesting little trails that go off all over the place on this main drag through the centre of the woods. I've just come down that one which you just saw in that video. I only walked probably about quarter of the way up. I don't know where it comes out of the top, but I'm sure I'll find that by accident later or another time. Right, let's get back to the top. I think there's going to be too much for me to explore just today on its own, so I'll probably end up coming back another day to finish the rest. In fact, I know I will, 100%. So I'm just going to shoot off down this first one again. I went down here the first one earlier, but it did split up, so I'm interested to see where they all go. And if I keep left and then just sort of work off of that one first of all, and then figure out the rest. I'm looking forward to this one. That's like a dual slalom track. Yeah. Well, I bet that looked weird. My pedal clipped something just before I went off the end there. What did I hit? Oh, I know. Ooh, that is coming out. That almost sent me over the bars. Job's a good one. Oh, try that again. Got to be careful. Right, so my camera is playing up. I don't know why. This new GoPro 10, always when you get a new GoPro they have loads of issues, so I don't know why I bother. I should have bought another 9 really. Anyway, let's try again and hope it doesn't freeze. Look, daffodils starting to come as well now, so which is a good sign, because that means summer's not too far away. And I have to say, how do you know when it's the right time to stop riding? When you start feeling tired, that's when you have an accident. So I'm done now, I'm going back to the car, have a little rest. Oh, I'm knackered, but that was wicked fun. Right, that is me done and dusted for today. 2.72 miles, which is nothing to write home about, but it was hard work, gonna definitely be honest with you there. And you know, when you're going on a little explore, it's never going to be that many miles, just sort of stopping all the time to check out what's down that little offshoot and stuff. But I'm going to spend plenty of time over here during the summer, and even over the next few weeks. It's great in there. Didn't know it was that good, otherwise I would have joined sooner. Anyway, that is me done for today. It is weigh day tomorrow. I am hoping I've lost some weight, but obviously it was my birthday this week, so it might be a little bit of a blip, which I can be forgiven for, I guess. But time full force into it as of my birthday, certainly. And let's lose a bit of weight, shall we? See what happens tomorrow, but hopefully a weight loss. Anyway, bye. Hey guys, right, that is the end of the week, and I'm very conscious that it has been a long video this week, so I'm going to get through this well quick. I've had a great week of cycling. I've probably done 4 or 5 bike rides and a lot of canal paths and a nice bit of off-roading yesterday. Unfortunately, all of my chesty mount GoPro footage was absolutely so I couldn't use that. So I will improve that for next time. Yeah, had a nice week this week, plenty of exercise. It was my birthday, so I think I can be sort of forgiven if there's a bit of a blip, but hopefully there won't be, because I've done a lot of exercise. Anyway, last week's weight, 116.1 kilos, which was rubbish, but better than the week before. So I'm going to get on with it and see if I can beat that. 116.1 kilos to beat. Let's see if my slap up birthday dinner and birthday cake hasn't done me any favours, or has the exercise overridden that. So let's see where we're at. 116.1 to beat. Right, wicked news. 115.4 is the weight this week in kilos. 115.4 kilos, which means I have lost 700 grams since I stood here this time last week, which equates to over 1.5 pounds. So I'm really pleased about that. Exercise one this week. Pleased about that. So, what is going on in the next week? I'm hoping later on today to get up to Old Hill Bike Park with my mates Gav and Kel, who you may know from previous videos if you've been watching for a bit. It's a bit windy today, so it's not ideal, but I just want to go and get some air. And Gav and Kel are going anyway, so let's see what happens, shall we? See what happens with the wind later on. Lanhydrock, we're hoping for at the weekend. We had an aborted mission at the weekend for some reason or something. Oh, Sam, having only been at school for 3 days last week after Christmas, managed to pick up a cold. So luckily it wasn't COVID, and everyone's tested negative for all that sort of jazz. So we're hoping to get there on Sunday for a little bimble around on the trails with my wife and my little one. But plenty more riding. I'd like to get back up to Tiscott Woods later on in the week for a little bit more explore, because there's loads more that I haven't seen already there. And just general more biking down the post office, because that's what I do. I've just launched a new batch of reflective casual t-shirts, so if you want to check those out, there's a little link on my VeloViz website down below, and you can save yourself 25% actually, and you'll see the code down below as well in the description. Also, if you haven't already, please hit subscribe, give us a thumbs up and comment, and let me know how you got on this week with your weight and your cycling, your mileage or whatever. Just talk to me and I will always reply to you. Other than that, you can follow me on Instagram if you're not already at Blob on a Bike. And whilst you're grooving around on the internet, make sure you visit Facebook and head to the Cycling for Weight Loss group. Again, there's a link in the description, and you can chat with people like myself. You can talk to myself actually, and other people who are doing the same sort of thing as me, trying to lose some weight on their bicycle. So do go and check that out. I am off, so I'll see you later.